What is going on, y'all? What up, my loves? This is a collective reading. Welcome, welcome all, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your goddess, High Priestess, Empress Amala Pantera. And as you can see from the title, what? Okay, the title, info coming in, breaking free. Why do I feel like this is mute? Let me know if you can hear me. Like that. Yep, I can hear myself too. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you. And welcome. Greetings to you, beloved. So, yeah, we got Breaking Free coming out from the Mermaid's Oracle message. Give me a second. Right? And here it is, Breaking Free. The foundation, what's at the bottom of the deck though, is acceptance. Right now we got the moon in Scorpio, which is at a third quarter phase. Okay. Um, that's all about reevaluating. It's all about reevaluating, bringing things into balance. But the key is trust. Trust and acceptance definitely go hand in hand right now for this breaking free moment that is available to you. It is available to you. We're approaching a new moon, so that speaks of new beginnings. And it's happening in the sign of Aquarius. Welcome, Vida. Thank you, honey. So, with this new moon happening in the sign of Aquarius, let me get the exact degree though. On the 21st is on a Saturn day, 1 degrees, which is Aries energy. Okay. Okay. So, being that it's connected to Pluto, this is a new moon that's connected to transformation or psychological um, shifts that could be quite intense, low key crisis prone. But that's still nothing, obviously, to worry about or get too, don't get yourself all worked up about that. Just know that that's the energy. Now that you know, move accordingly. Feel me? Okay. But let's get started. Thank you, Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. Yes. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me, as me for you and not to use our mind's eye to see. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So, acceptance was at the top. Discernment. Okay. All right. Let me pull another card here. Now that I have you all. All right. Breaking free. Love is next. Bring love into the situation. I think that's the actual um line that's used for this deck here. I almost said spirit deck, but free spirit definitely is here at the bottom of the deck. So there's a breaking free of your spirit. Of breaking free. 444. Oh, Mercury would have already gone, well, stationed direct also. So this is basically a time where you'll start to see the energy moving as far as 2023 and the start of 2023. Now, as we're approaching a new moon in Aquarius, that's similar to the 25th of December, that energy. Okay. In terms of the moon going into Aquarius, and it was more, it would have been an easier transition to be around people and loved ones on the day of 25th rather than the eve. Well, according to the calendar, but the actual one is a different story. Okay. Because the actual Christmas was the 10th of January. If you know, you know, you feel me? Okay. So, today's the 16th, that's a 7. Breaking free. I split the deck and it went to 1 to 5 days. Eternal life is under that. I'm going to give you the energy about this moon's energy right now. It's at 17 degrees, which is, let me see, 12. What is going on? All right. Let me see, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo energy, 17. 5, 17, 29 is Leo energy. All right, bet. So as far as the moon being in the sign of Scorpio at 17 degrees, metaphorically speaking, it is listed as the mountain abode of a hermit. Scorpio 17 degrees. A stronghold for secrets, hidden purposes, and inward streams to thrive and prevail, not survive and prevail. Thrive and prevail. Okay, so this could be sign number 1 in terms of the intensity of the transformation going from survival to thriving. It's a whole different world, okay? It says you live several lives in one, harboring the brightest, the darkest, the strangest, and the most wondrous worlds, accustomed to the shadows and to meditation, prayer, and extraordinary discipline. So this is this is a direct manifestation of your God powers, your God blueprint. It's actually being built upon. So remaining in here forever, absolutely uninvolved with surface affairs, no outer life whatsoever, but inwardly deep, intense, and overwhelmingly driven. Following through on ancient vows, a grim, heavy, somber tone, the capacity for root transformation and extraordinary realization. Your central focus is to be with God in silence steadfastly, and there is nothing else that comes even close to feeling all the way through on and true. So, okay. So part of this intensity that some of you are going to be feeling through this new moon and this shift is it has a lot to do with your spiritual journey, where you're at, where you've come from. And this could also be connected to certain people knowing how you move now, but still responding to like the old version of you. You know what I'm saying? And you're in a different space at this time where you're able to observe it for what it is and move forward. Before you may have done this, but you may have explained yourself when explaining yourself did nothing to the situation in terms of it evolving for both parties. Now, when I say evolving for both parties, it's one of those things where they can see you for all that you are, and they're no longer responding to like the old version of you. Okay, because Aquarius has a lot to do with social relationships and other people, bringing harmony, bringing that sisterhood and that brotherhood together. But it definitely comes with, a similarity of core values in order for that to even happen. Okay, so for some of you, it's love that helps you to break free. Okay. Usually that's I'm not taking those right now. That was just, no. All right. So yeah, love is at the foundation of this, or at least it should be. So I'm hearing remove yourself from anything that could have you in the space of coulda, woulda, shoulda. And focus on what allows you to connect to love and constantly evolve. And when I mean constantly evolve, is where you're able to see the signs of synchronicities, because when you're getting signs of synchronicities about your manifestation, that's a clear indication that what you are wanting to create or you desire is coming to fruition. So obviously discernment should tell you continue along that path. And as you continue along that path, you're also realizing that the opposite, energy of that, which could basically be holding you back, is going to get just as strong. But it's up to you to decide which path you're going to take. Okay. I feel like some of you are also feeling more at ease when it comes to a lot of the realizations you've had from like the last, 12 years, 12 to 20 years. There's been a lot of cleansing, a lot of healing that you've been doing when it comes to the inner child. It's like going through the 5 stages of healing. And now you've reached acceptance, you know? It was just 11:22. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Palace Athena, which is the art of war. The palace also connects to your connection to creative learning and expression. This is also for those of you who consider yourself protectors. A spear and a shield is highly significant. The owl, olive tree, wisdom, psychic ability, serpent, goddess of war, clever with patterns, palace energy. Okay, 11:55. So something here is definitely, there's the new habit that you've developed. 1 month, 30 days, a new habit you've developed, and now you're about to put it into work. So this is like drawing out the blueprint. And now that you have the blueprint, you know exactly how it is that you're going to build. You got the world in your hands, real shit. Okay. Spiritual connection. Okay. The spiritual connection is on its way to you. The vertex has to do with the crisis point too. Saturn and Neptune, illusions, traditions that are set upon illusions or delusions. I feel like you've gotten to a point where you're just like it gives off a That's So Raven moment where you just receive this flash of what's about to happen. And this has been happening for some of you too, where you're noticing the way your thoughts are manifesting, or feelings rather are manifesting. And even more so, how quick they're manifesting. So this is also adding to your discernment, what you're around, what you're paying attention to, literally paying attention to, like your payment that you're giving to these things in order for an exchange to happen is your attention. So you're being wiser about that. You're paying attention to your words, the things that you're saying, and what they actually mean. And what they actually mean is manifesting in your reality. For some of you, it looks like you're taking the moment to pause for a bit to even realize that there were certain statements, thoughts, vibrations around you or within you that you will have in an exchange with another. And this is the reason why you're at where you're at now. Okay. In the moment you're able to reevaluate on that, you can now, take back your power. And part of you taking back your power involves the level of trust that you also regain. You know what I mean? So here we have clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light as a feather. Then we have you are spot on, emperor to a god, on the path of your north node. Cancer, Capricorn could be significant. I feel, I use, I feel. Let the vibe seduce you, not the words. Here you will see the intent of the energy that, yes, you attract. Yeah. Respond, the universe is nudging you. For some of you here, eggplants could be highly significant. is a different level of responsibility and authority you have now with yourself as an elect of the Most High. Okay? Welcome, beloved. Here we go. Thank you. What else? Look at that. Acceptance. I'm telling you. Breaking free, love, acceptance. We got friendship here at the bottom of the deck. Decisions. Some of you have been making decisions about certain colleagues or friends or people you considered friends. I feel like some of this decision that's happening obviously results in you breaking free. And I'm saying obviously because the way I'm looking at it is just showing up under breaking free. But this breaking free also happens with a lot of the clearing and understanding of where you and your inner child are disconnected or have been disconnected. Yeah, acceptance goes here. Okay. Yeah, see, look at that. Trust. This shit. The part of the vision I had last night came to mind. What it says. Look at this. Free spirit. Some of you done so much work. This is why unconditional love is much more evident to you as far as like what it is, where people are actually in love because they're being loved and not so much misconstruing it with an extreme like. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Welcome, Fatima. Saw a brown, beautiful bear when I opened the front door. And so chaos happening also. That's significant because especially with it being, you saw a brown, beautiful bear. Why did I see small for some reason? Anyway, with it being a bear, it speaks of it coming out of hibernation season. And once it comes out of that hibernation season, it's not fully, acclimated to where it's at. So it's kind of like, I would say like bumping into walls still because it's still waking up, but there's still a form of order in the chaos. That's a great vision though. I'm not even going front. That's a great vision. Welcome, Shu. We have gratitude and friendship. Wow. It's okay. Something here about your manifestation power right now, y'all. 1818 is on infinite. Okay. I'm also getting this energy of some of you. It's like an autopilot vibe where you're detaching without having to do too much. That's Venus in Aquarius, though. That's definitely that Venus in Aquarius vibes. Where it's like, if it's not something you don't want to be around, you're not gonna over explain yourself because you understand that no is a complete sentence. Awareness here. Go with the flow. What's wild is in the pre-shuffle, Breaking Free came out, and then this card came out after it. So for some of you, that's part of it too. Going with the flow when it comes to matters of love. Okay, here's the thing. Obviously, if you've been subscribed to the channel, you may have heard me say this often. If not, hear me out. Granted, you may have had a past where you might have been done dirty, okay? But don't get fixated on what has happened on the past and telling yourself that you don't want love right now. Because all you're doing is you're manifesting not wanting love in all areas of life, not just romantically. This is when people see that you know what tends to happen? I'm gonna give you a scenario. Somebody can say that, right? And they find themselves going through mad shit at work. Like it's just day after day or week after week or month after month. There's not at least a good 3 week stretch where there's some random, unusual, disrespectful shit that happens while you're at work. Why? Because you don't want love in your life. And then that gets taken in as this is part of the reason why the person may not want love because they got to focus on work. No, what you got to focus on is the fact that you want love in your life. Doesn't have to be with a romantic partner. Start telling yourself you are and you allow love into your life and watch how everything shifts. Gotta be mindful with your words, y'all. Gotta be real mindful with those words. It sound good because you feel like you sound tough. No, that's weakness. Expressing itself through your mouth by saying you don't want love. Love is the strongest thing out here. Anywhere. Okay. Look at this. Feelings right there at the bottom of the deck. Didn't even peep that till I just picked up the deck. What's at the top here? Turn away from what? Dive deep. Some of you looking too deep into a situation. You're misusing your energy. But let's see. You're misusing the energy. Now you're hoping for something rather than knowing and having faith that it is. That's another word. Letting go. The future. For some of you, it's overthinking or diving too deep into what your future looks like. You're going to get glimpses of it regardless. But if you're putting too much pressure on it, you're actually, applying resistance for you not to see it. So just go with the flow. And when I say go with the flow, that don't mean with everyone around you. It means go with the flow of what you are feeling, what's going on within you. This part of this diving deep that I'm also picking up on is y'all diving deep into other people's situations and the way it affects you. Turn that energy around and look at it more so, okay, yes, this has affected me, but what is it that's going on within me that this even gets triggered for it to affect me? Without putting the other person into the picture. Because what's going to constantly happen is you're going to keep blaming people for something. Or looking for someone to validate you. Even if you're not expressing it through your words, your actions are going to show it. Okay? So, let's see what else. There goes discernment. Okay, let's grab a card from the Wisdom Oracle deck. I haven't used these two decks in a bit. Here we go. The key with me is you're going to stop blaming other people for your shit. Granted, some people are at fault for it, okay? But you're also giving more power to it the more you focus your mind on that or your vibration on that. And some of you also have parents who have yet to heal their inner child. So what they may do to you, they feel like it's a form of discipline when in reality it's nowhere near that. So that could be some of the skin that some of you may have to shed from as well. TikTok, here and now. Wow, 3032. The time is now. The time is now. I'm telling you why. Because your words are manifesting. There's no place like home. Listen. This speaks of the eye of the soul. There's no place like home. Wizard of Oz. The straw man, the scarecrow, is a reflection of her. All of these things are a reflection of her, but she is the way. Dorothy is the way. TikTok here and now, remain poised. But remaining poised doesn't mean to be stiff, you know what I'm saying? Or uppity type shit. That's what I'm getting from that. You may have done that in the past to show your evolution to those around you, but that was unnecessary. But you had to do that to see how it was unnecessary. So it's like going through certain experiences so you know exactly what it is that you have to do to change it. Going through certain experiences so you know exactly what you have to do to change it, and how anyone feels about you is none of your business. Because if they have the courage and the confidence enough later on down the line, they're going to be asking you, how did you do it? I get it. You're going to want to tell them, well, the same way, and some of you have every right to do that. Because some people really do be playing themselves out here now. I'm not telling you to be soft and just be no. But there's a time and place for a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So because the same ones that were the catalysts in your life, and some of you, these catalytic events were you damn near risk your health in doing half of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You risk things that, okay, here's what I'm getting. You started to become so clear about a situation, or you start to become so clear about a situation that, let's say if you're going through something physically, right? However it is, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, you're going through something and you don't tell anybody. But I feel like the reason why you're not telling anybody how you feel, and you may suffer in silence for a bit, because you don't want that to be the one moment where they decide to treat you accordingly. Why does it have to get to a point where someone doesn't feel well for somebody, or even claiming to be down and out for somebody to come to, like, come on, like, no, absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. So it's just one of those things where you notice where the discernment is coming from. My advice to you is, each time you go through one of these journeys, make sure you're stretching, make sure you're drinking your water, make sure you do something where you're able to laugh, dance it off, do something for your senses that shows that you are showing gratitude for yourself. This is what you've been doing the whole time, and you realize to the degree as to which you've been doing this. Because this ain't the age for nobody to be feeling sorry for anybody, because there's too much information, but people are really stuck on being ignorant. Remember, ignorance is not bliss. You ain't gonna get nowhere with having information, and everybody on this planet has a choice to choose which path they're going to take. You're gonna continue to be plugged into the matrix and become a puppet, or you're gonna realize, oh shit, they've been lying this whole time. Well, let me go seek this truth. Let me go ask certain questions. That's another thing that people have an issue with, unfortunately, asking questions. Why are you afraid to ask a question? In most cases, because subconsciously they may not be connected to it, because they know they should be doing something greater than what they're about to do right now or at that moment. Got to get that fear out of you of changing the way you look once you decide to change. That's what you're here for. That's another thing to be mindful of. When people are like, oh my, you changed. Why you haven't? Why haven't you? Rhetorical question, because you know what I'm saying? My, you've changed. Are your arms and your legs the same size they were when you came out of your mom's cooch right now as you're talking to me? So obviously you changed too. So what's the problem? Oh, the problem's with yourself. Okay. Okay. Listen. Never ending. Look at this. This is a great movie, by the way. Never ending story. Let me look at 3032. That number is 3030 right now. You can't make this up. 316. 3032. What you talking about here? So, to throw lots, to cast lots, love, loving one, friend, properly, to handle, not deal with, handle. So this is handling social relationships properly this time around, which means you're handling yourself in a manner that is connected to the highest vibration of yourself. 3248. Foundation. Whew, I love to see it. 3248 speaks of a foundation. Okay. 4837. Then we're going into the tarot. Pavement. Oh yeah, this is a whole new buildup. This okay. So the year is starting now. So it's like you now have this blueprint, right, of what you're going to be doing this year. You just receive the final draft of that blueprint in the mail today. And the equipment to build. That's what's happening. As far as like a scenario of what's going on, okay? Give me a second. 318. That's wild, because that would be towards the end of Pisces season. To the 20th of March, and then we got spring the 21st. 1 second. All right. Let's get into this here tarot spread, shall we? Let's dive in. So now we got the blueprint, we got the materials that we supposed to be using to get this work in. Now let's see what the tarot spread got to say. Birds flying by right now, and you also did the same. Sheesh. She said I had the same dream, basically. Except everyone was scared as fuck of the lion segment. I'm just staring at it while the world was in chaos, thinking this lion was gonna. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. That was like towards the. This was before I turned 30. There's a great movie on, I think it's still on Netflix. It's called The Healer. It's about him having a gift to resurrect people basically, but he didn't want the gift. It's pretty dope. But this is before I turned 30. The amount of visions that would come through. My favorite one was I was looking in the mirror. And as I'm looking in the mirror, there's a lion growling at me. And I'm like, oh shit. All right, here we go. So I'm looking in the mirror. I was like, what the fuck? Then I just close my eyes and I say, okay, if I close my eyes and I open them, everything is fine. And it's not going to hurt me. I'm fine. I open my eyes. I look to the right. There go the lion that was in that mirror right next to me. I said, huh, okay. So I closed my eyes again. I was like, it's not going to hurt me. I'm fine. I open my eyes. I look to the right again. It's now a cub. And now it's like cuddling with me and stuff. I said, okay. Time right now, 12:21, 3:22. Raphael in the building. Talk to me. Whew. I was like, okay. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Protect the business, protect your assets, protect yourself, protection. I could sit here and do a whole live. I'll see how my spirit guides feel about that, about the different visions I've had or dream states I've had, because that's home for me. Being a Sag, I'm literally awake. I realize how awake I'll be sometimes in my dream state, where I have to really wake up and realize, oh, I'm still here. Yeah. Here we go, baby. Here we go. What's the current situation? I love to see it. I just heard a new vehicle for some of you. A new vehicle. Here we go. What's the current situation? Okay, they want to come out. Death card. Transformation. I love to see it because that's in connection to the new moon in Aquarius. So now that you know that it's going to be an energy where people are going to be kind of like off balance, do not absorb that energy. Observe it for what it is, because for a lot of you, you actually say these things and people just let it go in one ear, not the other. Don't even trip. Let it be what it is, and you continue to move forward with the signs of synchronicities that you're receiving to gain further clarity as to where you're going next. See how homie right here by himself. Yeah. Okay. What's the challenge here? Page of Swords, detaching. Okay. Now, the way the Page of Swords is showing up here is going towards the foundation of this reading or the basis of your message. Now, the Page of Swords speaks of detachment. This could be something you have newly developed as of the last 2 years. So there's a new development from something you've been studying the last 2 years. Okay. Currently, you're going through a transformation based on what that is. Let me, Nine of Swords, anxiety. Okay. Sleepless nights. Let me see what this is. What's this Page of Swords about? What's the Page of Swords about? Show me the Page of Swords as a challenge. Show me the Page of Swords. Look at that. Acceptance. Once you accept all that you are, this detachment, this looks quite uncomfortable. For some of you, there's a belief system that doesn't allow you to be the leader that you actually are. And this is why your inner child was asleep this whole time. It's like certain belief systems were perfectly designed to knock your inner child out the picture. Hence why everything in this world and society has to do with a competition. Because everybody's competing against everybody else doing the same shit rather than each one being their authentic self. Show me more about that. Light. Accept the light. Accept that you actually are out of this darkness of the tunnel. Innocence. Look, look. Let me see. Let me go to the angels and ancestors. What do you suggest the collective do about this? Angels and ancestors, what do you suggest they do? Let go of the need to be right. Track down your fears and desires. See it there? Because that buffalo is connected to Oya's energy. Change can happen immediately, instantly, connecting to that frequency. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially if you're born on a Wednesday. That's her vibe. But that's also connected to Eshu in terms of Mercury. So there could be some significant changes happening on Wednesday. What's Wednesday? That's the 18th? That's 9. Okay. Let me see. What's this? Mercury becomes visible. Interesting. Committed to it till February 4th. So that's another thing. You have Mercury retrogrades, but you also have when Mercury can become visible and invisible. When it's invisible, it's very similar to a retrograde energy. So it's going direct, and at the same time, it'll be visible. So this is going to be this is activated now because it's 7 days before and after. It's a great time to start new projects in writing, media, marketing, business, trade, sales, commerce, learning skills. So this is from the 19th until the 4th of February. So now you're being able to utilize the way you express or communicate the truth that you've been seeking or the information that you've been seeking. So now it's really like it's able to be a part of your reality. What we got here? Stay rooted and grounded, Earth Guardian. So the angels and ancestors, when it comes to this Page of Swords, others of you, this could also be someone watching or spying. Okay, so this is like putting too much emphasis on not wanting to be seen by a particular group of people, this, that, or whatever. Listen, the world we live in today ain't that much shit hidden, honestly. And those dreams are revealing more and more. They sure stack themselves in those crevices. I came a long way to see. Ashe. And it's a shoes day too. So accept that you are the light for most people. Now that's a big one because I feel like in order to accept this, there was a level of high levels of discontent in certain partnerships here. Feel loved and comforted. This planet got you. I mean, the beings that are invisible to the naked eye got you. They got you because you have opened up the channels that resonate with that frequency within you. Take care of your needs. Do you. Stay rooted and grounded. Take care of your needs. Track down your fears and desires and continuously exchange energy to create abundance, not stagnancy, abundance. What else? Whoa. Take time to reflect. 4433. What is that about? 331. 4455. Give me 1 second, because what I just felt right now over this left side. 4433. Queen. 4433 in the Hebrew lexicon is equivalent to queen. Was 4455. Booty, prey, jaw. Wow. What would that be? That's wild, because 4433, 4455. That's 88888. Give me a second. Because that felt, it's not heavy, but I could feel the weight of the energy in terms of how strong it is. Give me a second. See who I got right now. The goats are on the left hand. The sheep is on the right. Left hand kingdom, or kingdom of power. Here, God uses the law, rewards and punishment, carrots and sticks to preserve humanity and permit us to enjoy his creation, or the creation. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Give me a second. America needs a superhero. It's exactly what it says. The code Mary Magdalene. I am the son of the storm. Oh yeah, your gift. Telepathic ability. Listen closely. Gray soul. Loyal soul. Neurology. August 10, FBI banned. My name, number 17. Chosen by the Holy Ghost. See? Something with the left side. That's Raphael. It's Archangel Raphael. What is your message, beloved? What do you have to say? I just got chills. Okay. Fuck with me today, I won't give a fuck mañana. Handle deeply rooted issues and solve them. Are these seeds bearing fruit? You deserve this. Deserve what? This is going back to the protection that's surrounding you at a time that you're vulnerable because of the manifestations. Look at that, the white horse had a bow and a crown, went out conquering and to conquer. 1717, simplifying the complex, follow the voice of your heart. We have paternal energy here, switch decks. Okay, I know which one to go to. So shall you know skillful and godly wisdom to be thus to your life. If you find it, and it's going back to you, deserve this, then shall there be a future and a reward, and your hope and expectation shall not be cut off. So that way you can step fully into faith. Life is a vortex, not a rotation. Top shata. Seeing who truly does not connect or recognize spirit, you put them in spiritual prison, or they're being placed into spiritual prison. This is the way it is. Do not be among those who give pledges. Be among those who are lenders and not borrowers. But what is this? What is this gift? What's the reward? That was a lot. It has to do with stagnation, though. It was necessary. It was stagnation due to surrounding energies, compulsion, necessity, pain, careful reconsideration of plans, release guilt to restore balance, improve, reconstruct, and organize. This was all necessary because it was giving you the fire that you needed, that was necessary to handle these restraints, to become clear about the life lessons, to become innovative. Innovator is Aquarius energy. Consequence of actions, chores, doing what must be done, primal truth. Then you could be a red dragon, you're part of the family that speaks, the cardinal family. Speaking of the cardinal energy here, you're the true cardinal being. Not this way of life that has been forced down people's throats that actually have to do with the murders of people. You could be a red dragon, human design, not human design, galactic signature. You could be a red dragon, which is an ancient of days. You have a strong connection to Neptune. White world bridger, you're the Hierophant. You have a strong connection to Mars. Blue monkey, you're the magician. You have a strong connection to Venus. And yellow warrior, you're the pathfinder, the wolf that's there. You have a strong connection to Saturn. What do we got here? Look at this, the energy of the warrior. Spiritual warrior, limiter of the ego. Patience is a virtue. Look inwardly. This speaks of justice, sacrifice, sovereign order, laws, and principles. What is higher than self is the self becoming higher, obtaining victory and success in battles. Okay? And this is any battle that has been set out to stagnate you. Ice. Ice only appears to stop a river's flow. So just it says go with the flow, right? Fill yourself out. Know where it is that you are. And also observe the energies that are around you that are giving off this cold energy to stop your flow. Okay? This is an age where you got to know what you're doing and know the energies that you're putting out into the world, because it's going to come right back to you. So if you want love, what you got to do, be more of it. If you want more drama in your life, be dramatic. And this ain't the drama that you getting paid for. This is actually the drama that's you paying attention to, that ain't gonna do nothing for your health, your mental stability, your personal development, none of that. So be very mindful of the friends that you keep who really just dwell like to gossip and all this other shit. This ain't the time for it. It's never the time for it, actually, from here on out. Just delivering the message. That's how the energy is coming through right now. Look it. And this fell off. Look, Nine of Swords in reverse. Once you get to really see where the Nine of Swords has a lot to do things that you're still probably holding on to. 9 and 5 is a 14. That's a 5. That's also talking about change, but it's also Oshun's number. Oshun, you have Lakshmi, you have Hathor. Those are all 5s right there. Okay. Tell them not today, source. for the remainder, they better go play with somebody else. They better not play with nobody else. How about that? Enough been enough. I'm telling you, enough been enough. Enough. What's at the basis of this? Let me see what this is. Who this is? What's this? Judgment. Got Pisces, Sag energy. But this could also be energies from the ethereal realm are watching you and guiding you through this transformation, because that's what's in the center of it. It's the beginning stages of a new way of thinking. That's 1320 right there, 320 or 120, which is the start of Aquarius season. Venus in Aquarius rules that first decan, and Venus is in Aquarius now. Calling all who want to rise on up. Look at that. Be open to healing information. That's Raphael right there. And then we got Magic Guardian, along with the Wise One and the Seer coming up under all of this. That's who Archangel Raphael is bringing towards you. A Magic Guardian, a Seer, a Wise One, the Mother, the Maiden, and the Crone. That's a triple goddess energy we got going on right here. Because it's time to heal and to enjoy what it means to heal, the reward of healing. Some people really stuck in this loop where they feel like having people feel sorry for them, or moving in a way where they get people to ask them, are you? That shit is over with. It's over with. It's so over with. So if that's you in here, if you're one of those people who do certain things to get people's attention, take that energy and put it within yourself and cut the shit. Okay? Put that same energy into personally developing yourself so you can give yourself that attention, because nobody's going to give you the love that you ever can give yourself. You can add to it. You know what I'm saying? So make plans and focus when it comes to the calling of your soul. Because if you don't answer the calling of your soul, the soul is always going to be in its frequency that it is of eternal life. This physical body, different story. So enjoy yourself. That's the key. If it takes for you to go into your own sacred space to enjoy yourself because the environment that you're in is not suitable to the, the frequency you want to connect to in terms of love, harmony, and joy, do what you got to do to get there. If you're working at a job where you go home and you're constantly stressed the fuck out, you need an exit plan. If you're in a relationship where you and your partner cannot discuss certain things and you can't, have a partnership where you're both evolving, it's time to build up the exit plan. Get to work. Because society has been brainwashed in a way that where arguments are the that program of how much you love somebody when you go through something. For me, that is bullshit. I get it, you go through things, but that shouldn't be the foundation of what makes it real. Like, what type of shit is that? So now you're calling in the problem. And some of you got people in your circle that still move that way. And this is what I'm talking about. Be mindful, balance your life out. Do what you gotta do. But just be aware of what you got going on, especially in this age of mindfulness. The way these manifestations are coming in is no joke. And I'm only coming across this way because I've seen it for myself already. And I'm just like, you know what? This is that time where it's almost like you can sit here and build a pyramid just with your thoughts, just with your feelings. Like, that's the type of time we going into. We come from this program of, working hard to have success. No, they just working your ass into the ground. Do what you got to do to get where you want to be, but don't get stuck there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do the same shit with myself. There's certain things I had to sacrifice, but that also became a choice in order for me to see exactly what my purpose is for real, for real. Everything you've done in life on some real shit, every job, every friend, every teacher, your parents, your siblings, your cousin, they all have a role to play when it comes to who you are becoming, especially when you answer that calling of your soul. Because I know I talk to people with souls, and if you don't have one, you're not going to be here that long. I promise you that. So make plans and focus and bask in joy and light. See? Because it's right around the corner. Just I'm giving big sis auntie vibes. Hey, yeah. Really? Hold the space. Let me see what's the room right now. What's the message here, Odin? Oh, we got the white wind. The power of spirit has been given to you at this time. Solar Seer number 2, especially if you're a white wind, it's time for you to tap into your power of spirit. The action you take to connect to this power is to communicate. And the communication has to do with breathing, the breath, heart chakra, and planet Uranus. That's the zone of the high priestess. Indonesia, Bali could be significant. Some of you may have been wanting to travel. Do what you do. Focus on where you want to go and let's get moving. You know what I mean? Yeah, zone of the high priestess is very strong right now. You would be part of the family, the core family, the family that understands as far as galactic signatures is concerned. And part of your family, white wind, is blue hand, yellow human, and red earth. Blue hand, you're the avatar of earth. Yellow human, you're the sage of earth. Red earth, you are the navigator of Uranus. Okay, so if you know your galactic signatures, you know where you fit in as far as that's concerned. Let's see what's in the immediate past right now. Because I've had so many opportunities in life where it was real easy for me to come up with an excuse. I didn't. Like, I get it. At one point, things may not, you may not feel like you have the ability to do something. And it could be due to a lack of support. But if you got me around and after 3 months you still doing the same shit, still speaking the same way, you gotta go. 3 months is actually a long time. Immediate past, we got the Empress. Ooh. Wow. I'm hearing you've been in this position before. This ain't your first go around. It's wild because surrounding this page of swords are three major arcanas, which has a lot to do with your spirit at work, your spirit and your soul uniting to make things happen. There's definitely a resurrection here of something or someone you've been in the past, someone of a high standard, royalty. And you're remembering that now. You may not do things the way you did in a past life, but you still have certain abilities, South Node, that you can use, North Node. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You may have been a judge. Or there could be, let's say, if you're going through your social media feed and randomly you're seeing pictures of certain judges that people are giving recognition to. Look into their biography and see where that might relate to you, especially if it's something that you're constantly seeing. Okay. And wow, possible outcome is the Nine of Cups. Let me pull these cards out. We got Justice. Nine of Cups speaks of emotional fulfillment. And then the High Priestess is on. The High Priestess came out with another card. What's this? Oh no. This is not the season to be lied to. Especially while this moon is in Scorpio. This ain't the season to be lied to. Look at this. The challenge is you. Okay, here's the challenge. Page of Swords is also equivalent to the Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Walking away from what no longer serves you. But when you walk away, you take your power with you. Certain situations you walked away from, you left your power there, which is why it keeps showing up later on in life. Because it wasn't handled. It was something that was swept under the rug. It's time for you to clean that shit up, right? You got the Judgment card here at the basis of it. The last 2 years, you've been studying your purpose. Okay? Now we got the Death card. This is the current situation. There's a transformation that is happening. Some of you have a South Node in Taurus or Libra. That's where it will be the next time it changes, though. This is what's surrounding the Page of Swords. What you think is not going to change, especially with the Nine of Cups as your possible outcome. I'm seeing nothing but bliss, joy, and happiness about to open up for you. You're literally walking through the door to spirit. Look at this. I mean, these are major arcanas, but this got a lot to do with the divine feminine. High Priestess, Empress. And that's what we are up in this tribe over here. Yeah, you have your moments where you go through those queen stages, but the Empress is the embodiment of all four queens. That's why you don't hear me saying this is your queen. That no, know who I am. Know who you are. You see this? This is female occult secrets that are being bestowed onto you. And here's another thing. I'm going to mention this. There are things you want to do that you want to shift in your life, right? And and when you hear, oh, connect with your spirit guides, connect with your angels, be sure that what you are wanting to change, you are prepared to change before you call in these energies, because this is when most people start to go through depression or anxiety to a level that is at a whole different degree, because you're fighting yourself within yourself. Like, these energies are within you. They're prepared to change, but they can't change with an old version of you. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Because now when you call these energies in, right? Let's put it like this as a scenario. You call in Archangel Michael to cut you loose from a certain situation. And you're constantly you've been given so many signs and synchronicities and experiences to cut yourself loose, but you still stay there. You're now going to start receiving the consequences of what you called in, because the energy is going to work. But it may not work for you because you're still holding on to something that you are wanting to cut yourself from. Some of you have already gone through that lesson. But the thing is, when you cut yourself from it, you still had anger in your heart when you cut yourself away from it, which is why it happened again. And it's okay. Just let it go now. At least put a smile on your face this time and realize, you know what? You did what you could. You checked off all the boxes on the coulda, woulda, shoulda. And it still didn't go towards a path of, evolving or liberation with you and the entity outside of you, or the outity, then it's time to let that go. 1:11:16 on the timer. That's also where the tower moments came through. The high priest is in the moon in your immediate future, and then you got the page of wands. See that fire now starting to kick in for you. I'm gonna come back. The live I do tonight, if anyone wants a personal energy update, minimum donation $22.22. You're more than welcome to. I'm only gonna take 3, but that's for the next live later on today or tomorrow. It'll be the next one. But let's see here. What's the advice? Matter of fact, we gotta get a little bit more on this. What's this revelation here? And today is Luna Day too. Love. That's a spiritual connection that's in your near future. Or further evolution of one in your current situation. This is a connection between feminine, masculine, and infinite creator of all. It's mama, papa, papa, mama. Mama universe, papa universe energy that is now surrounding your union, or the union you will have. So for some of you, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Go with the flow. Okay? Because this is still being worked on. And I will say until Mercury goes direct. Okay? Two days, the 18th. And it'll station direct at 8 degrees, 8 seconds. 8:08. The retrogrades going direct, the moon cycles and their degrees are a direct connection to a lot of synchronicities as far as numbers are concerned. Because remember, 4433 and 4455, that was 8888. Which is what? 32? That's a 5. See that change? A change into abundance, a change that comes when you are able to center yourself, get to that 0 point, and have that rebirth, which is currently happening right now, according to the way your spread is, because transformation card is the first card here. But there's a spiritual death that had to happen. And when the spiritual death happens, right, once you laid everything to rest, here comes the opportunity for you to rise back on up. Remember, we just saw that gematria, and it says something about gray souls here. So there's a strong connection a lot of you are having to extraterrestrials at this time. One second. Let me grab this deck because let's get an activation card for the soul. Evelyn, I got you. Vita, I got you, my love. You already know the vibes. And blessings, prosperity, and love, infinite fold to you, Vita. Feel me? What's the activation message for the collective? What is the activation message? 33. Transformation. Sources like they think you bullshitting. What's at the bottom? Sacred Journey, 26. 8. It's 404 right now. 8. Yeah, it's a 7-year, but I'm also getting that you're going to see a lot of what's changing for you this year, because come 2024, 8. That's why that energy came through the way it did earlier. It says here, by Anais Nin is the author of this quote. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Transformation occurs in nature cycles all around us: birth, death, and rebirth. These cycles are not feared when we are able to observe the transformation and beauty and change. If you have drawn this card, which you did, you are also going through a beautiful transformation of self. This process can be challenging and difficult at times. Not knowing what is ahead of us can seem daunting, and you may feel you are unraveling, like the serpent, the coil. Dearest one, have no fear or concern. You are embarking on a remarkable journey that will invoke and touch your soul. This is a time when patterns, habits, and old belief systems are challenged and transcended. The butterfly is slowly emerging from its cocoon, which it once found stable, safe, warm, and secure. For many years, you have been playing it safe in all areas and facets of your life. But now you find that the things are happening around you that challenge your way of being. You wished for more, did you not? You hungered for greater understanding, greater clarity, and greater and stronger connection to the mystery of the divine. Did you not? The caterpillar has had its day. It has experienced all it needs to experience, and now the time has come for the butterfly to emerge. It's now 1:20 on the timer. The beauty you bring into this world with your unique colors and flights will be so very inspiring. With your radiant beauty and courage, you will raise the vibration of this earth to greater octaves of love and light. The affirmation: I am courageous as I embrace this transformation with love, associated with the sacral chakra. I am courageous as I embrace this manifestation, this transformation with love, this manifestation of transformation with love. Okay? I am courageous as I embrace this transformation with love. What time was that? 4:07. Wow. And that honk went off. That is definitely a number connected to the divine masculine in connection to the high vibration of the divine feminine, the Messiah's energy. That's 407. So here we are. Here we are. What's the advice? Here we are. What's the advice? Focus on your core values about yourself, especially as we are going into the new moon in Aquarius at 1 degree, which is the degree of Aries. There has to be harmony in all of your social relationships, whether it's family, co-workers, your lover, whomever. There must be harmony, because if not, the universe is picking it up as you don't want this in your life and it's causing nothing but disharmony. So I'm going to take it away from you. And there are situations that are going to occur where it makes you feel that way, especially if you're not having a conversation to cross the finish line and to take it to the next level. Okay. There goes this one. It's beautiful divine unions that are going through amazing transformation. For some of you, I have to be honest. There's a situation that you're in, you do not belong in. And you know that because you're not fully yourself. And you know you're not yourself because when you get around other people, you start to imagine, damn, I wish it was this way with it. Be real with yourself. Okay? Don't play yourself no more. What's in the environment here? Two. Wow. I just said that shit too. What's in the environment? The divine is for those of you who know you're not supposed to be in something that you don't belong in because you're not fully yourself. The Strength card, 5 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor. Or because of FOMO, fear of missing out, you overthink a situation and you stay there thinking that you're going to miss out on something. What if what you're missing out on is what's next? Because you're stuck in what you think is going to evolve right now when you can't control anything outside you but you. The only thing you can control as far as changing is yourself. Okay? And if you're in a situation where people have a problem with you doing that, and you have to constantly explain yourself you're not who you used to be in the past, it's time for you to exit. Tornado. Time for you to exit. You got this whole new fresh cup coming in while you sitting here focused on something on the past and thinking if you should reconcile it. That ain't for everybody. Because for some of you, once you heal that inner child and certain things that you had going on a family base, you're able to now reconcile with this person, or this person even recognizes this about you. You know, where they're like, okay, no, you know what? I've always knew you had this potential, but I can't be the one to take the lid off your potential. But the fact that you've done the inner work and this is where you're at now, let's move forward. Different type of conversation. Okay? So, show me more about this energy here. It's going to take a lot of strength that you don't want to use in making something work that's really not going to work, because it's going to take you out of you being gentle and you actually connecting with a masculine energy that is gentle, that is emotionally intelligent, emotionally wise. Because especially if you're the high priestess in this union, this masculine knows how to connect with you, where you are able now to increase your ability because you have this support, this love from this person, where what he has to offer works for you, what you have to offer works for him. Truth. And dive deep. Dive deep. Came out in reverse, fell on the ground in reverse. It's like a tower moment that makes you swim back up. Hope. It's levels to it. Some of you are hoping on something that is just, it's time for you to just express gratitude about it. Tell me more about this energy. Because gratitude comes with acceptance. Acceptance comes with gratitude. What's this? Look. Move forward. That's why this, for some of you, it's time for you to move forward, because you're not being recognized as your true essence. It's like you put this Empress energy on the back burner just to fit in. That's for anything in your life. Wherever you realize that you're doing certain things to fit in, exit plan. Straight up. What you waiting on? Do what you gotta do. Get shit in order. That's a message for self too. There's a lot that I don't listen. Because I already know this type of vibe. I felt this before, and I know what I did to get to where I needed to be. So it can be done. The only thing you cannot do is what you sit here and tell yourself, I can't do it. That's it. 415. Now this card is in the position of the hopes and fears section of this spread. And you got the word hope, and it told you to move forward here. And that's Neptune's energy. Look at that. Move forward by yourself. The advice has to do with, there's got to do with some type of connection that has surpassed this time. This could be at work. This could be your partner. It's something that is just this thing. It's just, some of you had a conversation with somebody too, where you're like it, but it's just this one thing. See, when you start talking like that, but it's just this one thing, you're focused on someone's potential that they may not even see themselves. They may see it, but it's up to them to take the lid off of that. You can't do it for them. And even if you do, they still won't recognize what's happening to even keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So look at that. You're being given the strategy, the sword, the Excalibur, I heard. Two of Pentacles came out in reverse here. Let me get another deck for this. Actually, words of wisdom regarding the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's like one thing to be out of balance, but this shit here, it's a whole nother topic. It's like, you know you're out of balance, but you're ignoring it. And it's time to change that. If you're both taking a lid off, that message is not for you. New life. Because I'm specifically saying, speaking of knowing someone's potential and not being able to take the lid off. Because you can't do that for somebody else. You can only do that for yourself. And the exchange in energy to create abundance is where, each one is actually teaching one through action, through their own actions. Because there's two ways that this can go. You take the lid off yourself, what you got to do. The person can either recognize what you're doing and shift, or recognize what you're doing and be envious and do or say certain things to keep you stuck. But if you're both doing it, that is not for you. Okay? All right. Now, we got new life here. 3912, which is a 3. I feel like from the moment that you rise up each day, it is important to connect to what your goal is for that day. Focus on what it is that you want to do, not what you don't want to do. Okay? So as I'm saying these messages, don't make it fit. Take what resonates with you. Anything else, let it be what it's doing. It's the message for somebody else. Okay? So each rising, you want to be focused on what it is that you want to do that brings you joy, that brings you abundance. And abundance comes in different forms: health, wealth, your spirit, your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? And as you clean it up to prepare for this new life, as you chop the wood, make sure you're also cleaning it up. Because there's also moments where you can cut yourself away from certain things, but instead of dissolving that cord, you just leave it there. So now it's building up new roots. Okay, so here and now is back again, and that's 32. What's 32? There's just 133:11 on the timer. 32. My father is might, father of Esther. Okay. Where's she at? The morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. The Queen Esther. That's her message. So in terms of this here, moving forward, move forward and make sure that your ego is in service of your soul, and trust that your soul is in connection to divine timing. Now, what's the outcome? The possible outcome is certainly beautiful energy here with the 9 of Cups. Nine of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces, so this is manifesting based off of your feelings, your imagination, feeling what you imagine. As you feel what you imagine, you increase your chances, you increase your manifestation becoming a reality. What's the outcome? As it should be. You overcome the challenge of seeing the idea, writing down the idea. But as you take small steps that allows you to constantly move forward, you clear your mind for whatever it is that doesn't allow you to connect to your victory. This is a clear mind. And the clear mind makes room for manifestation. It gives the room to manifest. The room where you can plant the seeds, the incubator, the crib, the manger for the child. Ace of Swords is clear communication that's coming in that you asked for. Okay, but don't shut yourself out because you may not feel like you're completely, look at that, 10 of Cups, because you may feel like you're not completely ready for it. Because where you're at is exactly where you need to be for this Ace of Swords to come in, for this clarity to come in, for this strength in spite of adversity to come in. Okay, with this 10 of Cups here, I kid you not, as we were shuffling to get to the outcome, I was like, that'd be wow if this 10 of Cups do come out here now, but it's there. This emotional fulfillment is already yours, is what this reading is saying. What you want to be yours, it already is. What you are seeking, it found you. But where are you right now when it comes to actually taking it by the reins? It's yours now. You can choose what's yours, but according to this here, trust what you've learned from balancing the light and the dark, the low and high vibrations. Okay. It's only going to be a few people that you can have a certain type of communication or connection with that will allow you to evolve this aspect of self without envy, without jealousy, knowing that each one has a particular role that they are playing when it comes to them being a seed on this planet in general. This planet is your incubator. Feel me? But yeah. And do not, don't take, I mean, listen, you can take however you want to take when I'm delivering the message. That's another thing too. One thing that people should know, especially when it comes to someone who is tapped in, I don't gotta sit here and tell you I'm tapped in. I ain't here for that. But don't be one of those people. Not saying that any of you in here are like that. I mean, there could be somebody that is in here like that don't be in the chat. You just be watching. We know you there too, okay? You're more than welcome to listen, but make sure you utilize what it is that your soul resonates with to clear your slate so that way you can move forward so you're not constantly sitting here holding yourself back. Now, this is the type of work that has to do with energy, okay? Sometimes it'll be sweet. Other times you'll get the maiden. Other times you may get the mother. There are other times you'll get the crone. And it's Capricorn season. The crone is more so like kind of the energy I was giving off today. But it's, yeah, you know what you're doing. You have the tools. You used it, but are you using it accordingly to universal law? I'm not speaking of what another human being told you. Are you using it in accordance to universal law? You do your own research on what that may mean for you. Because each and every one of you got a soul mission, if you got one. For some, the mission is to reconnect with the soul. Just being a spirit. So many ways you can go about this now. So many ways we can go about this. But I'm very big on, I'm not here to be your friend. That is not what I'm here for. I'm not here to be your friend. No. We might, laugh here and there, joke around and all this other shit, but don't confuse that with me being, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. Some people let the emotions get in the way. If I don't reply to a comment or some shit, you better put them cards down. If you sitting here flipping cards and then you get into your feelings because somebody ain't responding to when you leave a comment or some shit, you better put them cards down. Okay? That's word from the Galactic Council. Playtime is done. In terms of the fuckery, it's done. But if you're going to be here, providing those messages to give people clarity to do this in terms of bringing more unconditional love to this here planet, do you. But if it's for your insecurities, put the shit down. You're going to hurt yourself. This ain't nothing to play with. Not in that manner, at least. You know what I mean? So it's transformation season. And the thing with the transformation season, the butterfly coming out the cocoon, some of you may struggle a little bit to get out that cocoon. But in no way, shape, or form, someone should take something to help you out of it. Because the moment you pop on out of there, your life expectancy is done. You can get yourself out of it. Yes, you can. Just do it. Just focus on what you can do. And for some of you, if that just means breathing through it, then just breathe. You know what I'm saying? Get in alignment with your breath. Is it short? Lengthen it. Take a moment. Pause for a second. You know what I'm saying? Just regroup. Yeah. Vida, are you in here? Because I can do your message now. If you're still here, Vida, I will do your message now. But yeah. I be seeing so much shit, it just be like, yo, let me. What you really doing this for? Are you doing it to help people, or are you just doing it to inflate your insecurities? Because that's all you're doing if it's not to assist the collective. All right, maybe I got you right now. I'm going to give you an activation card for the soul first, okay? I'm going to do that first. $144.51 is your message, Vida. 144. And after you, we will end this live. Here we go, beloved. my Saturn and Capricorn kicked in today. Message for you. Shadow self. The activation for the soul card for you today, shadow self, is asking you to walk your truth. Number 2835. Let me look at this number here for you first. 2835. Small flocks, little flocks. Okay. It's showing you as a pathfinder keeping your circle small. Okay. Or if it is a circle. (28) Shadow self. Unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside you is only a reflection of the world inside you. You may be wondering why you've been facing so many triggers and challenges of late. Things have been going well despite a few road bumps along the way. But the challenges that have been preparing all around you recently seem so overwhelming and disorienting. Just when you thought you had everything under control, it seems as though the world has suddenly shifted. Spirit understands your confusion and uncertainty during this period. Rest assured, Vida, this is a time of cleansing and clearing all that was avoided and hidden inside you. Healing of the worlds within is taking place, and raw emotions are resurfacing. You are exploring and uncovering the darkest shadows of yourself. This is why you are being faced with insurmountable challenges and triggers. You see, it is only from being pressured that this darker side of you surfaces. This is an important and necessary time for you. As the hidden parts of you surface, be gentle. Send love and compassion to the wounded parts of yourself. If there is rage, send love. If there is hurt, send love. May love reign on all aspects of you, whether they be dark or light. This period can be quite testing, being challenged by unforeseen events triggered by people closest to you. Through this cleansing process, your level of consciousness is expanding to new and heightened states of awareness and clarity. As you move through this period, be assured you are not alone and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. The affirmation. This is also on page 77. Definitely had a one-on-one with myself today, Ashe. The affirmation for you, Vida. I am healed as I acknowledge all aspects of myself. I am healed as I acknowledge all aspects of myself. I am healed as I acknowledge all aspects of myself. And this is connected to the base and sacral chakra. Number 28, bring that to a 10. That's a 1. There's a do-over. Okay. Well, let's get some more here. What other messages do you have here for Vida regarding the shadow self? Message for Vida regarding the shadow self. Message for Vida regarding the shadow self. Free your spirit. Remain positive through these moments. As your spirit is learning to break free once and for all. Love's a knocking. Love is knocking on your door, honey. This is also why a lot of these situations that are triggering could be coming to the surface. The more you love you have with yourself, the union and marriage between the divine masculine and feminine within you, the freer you'll be when it comes to the way you connect to all that is around, that is within, that is also around. But also being mindful that what is around is a reflection of what is within, in a sense here. So something here is resurfacing in regards to the inner child. The way you may have learned love, what love is, may be different to you now. You know this already, but I'm just going to tell it to you the way Source is bringing in the message. It's okay. What's the message here for Vida? This could also help as well. Instead of you resting on your elbows, lay flat on your back and place your legs up on the wall as well. Especially after your workouts when, you hitting the legs. We have Warrior of Light. So Archangel Michael is surrounding you, especially while you experience these triggers, to intuitively guide you to connections and communications that are with and on purpose. Your aunt just told you that yesterday about your legs. Yeah, see, something about, the more you even go through these workouts too, you're going to realize that it brings a lot of these things to the surface. Because now you're giving your spirit and your soul a different vehicle to work with. Where now it's recognizing, okay, this is stronger. So because this is stronger, your spirit and your soul are elevating to a point where you become much stronger. Mentally, spiritually, body, mind, soul, basically. There's serpent charma. So you're basically going through the final stretch of the Order of the Blue Rose. Look into that. You're definitely going through the final stretch of Mercury retrograde and the way it's transforming your mind, your thoughts, and the way you communicate that with the outside world. Even if communication just has to do with the way you move. So an impression that you're giving. You're giving a different impression. It's an impression that's in connection to the goddess energy. Okay. What else? It'll definitely help with blood flow. Laying like that. At least 20 minutes a day. And also, what you could do, you can stack up some pillows, right? That's at the height of your knee. So let's say you're laying flat on your back like this, right? You can stack up some pillows up to the height of your knee and then extend from the knee to the ankle across the pillows. And it'll help allow your spine to just relax and be in contact with whatever it is that you're laying on. So that way there isn't an arch in the back. And it'll help you release your back too. Anything else for Vida? Okay. Ooh, answer the call, it says here. You have answered the call. A wise man is strong. This is Proverbs 24:5. A wise man is strong and is better than a strong man. So wisdom is stronger than strength, but it does give strength to the strong one. A man of knowledge increases and strengthens his power. So a wise man is strong. So there could be a change in terms of what you attract as far as the masculine because of this transformation that you're having. And it's definitely someone that is wise, very wise. Okay. A wise man is strong and is better than a strong man, and a man of knowledge increases and strengthens his power. This could even be someone that comes along to provide further inspiration along your journey. This doesn't have to be someone within the next 2 months. This doesn't have to be someone you decide to, this is who you want to be with. It may turn into that, but what I'm getting is there's something that's coming around to inspire that motivation within you even more. Okay. But you know how it is. You start, feeling like you are attracted to someone and it gives you, it's something to that effect. It may not even be a person. It could just be something that makes you want to keep going more. And a lot of the tension that you may have in your back is being released so that when you can call this in, or because you're calling this in, all of these things are surfacing so that way it can be released. Because if you're not doing, let's say, certain exercises and workouts, that energy is still there, but you wouldn't know until it was triggered by something for you to recognize, okay, this has to be worked out 444. This has to be smoothened out. You know what I mean? So something to do with when the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. I just heard what goes around comes around. And you're going to be seeing this happen, or this could be someone around you that's going to be seeing this happen with an authority figure. Patience is key at this time. Go into your research of your human design, specifically Mars. I'm getting Mars, Mercury. Yeah, Mars, Mercury, and Uranus. Check those gates when it comes to your human design, especially since you've had the conversation with yourself. Okay? Because you have Anubis here. Now, this speaks of the underworld. This speaks of power of light and dark, but it also speaks of resurrection, rebirth. Okay, so you're definitely getting assistance by Anubis at this time. Let's see what the tarot cards are saying. Okay. Message for Vida. We appreciate you too, honey. What's the message here? What's the current energy surrounding Vida? The clarity for Vida. What's the surrounding energies right now? What do you want her to know? Okay. It's going back to the example of the butterfly in the cocoon. 20. It was just 20020. So it's like you're okay. So there's a transformation, a rebuilding that's happening while things are crumbling. but you have to be mindful to clean things up just as quick as it crumbles. Whew. Wow. You got the Page of Pentacles and the Fool card. So as you're taking the leap of faith here, there's still some things that you have to attend to of the past. I feel like it's more so awareness of the past. You're becoming more aware of things as you take a leap of faith, because a leap of faith means that you can't really, there's not enough time for you to process this logically. This is something that you are allowing your intuition to guide you through. We have Five of Wands here. This is that Millie Billy card right here, where things that are opposing you are actually, you're seeing the assistance that you could also receive, turning the pain into treasure. You're seeing the way you can transform situations that are opposing or squaring you, so that way you can evolve. Okay. We got this move here. And the Three of Pentacles. So much more is going to be coming together for you as you get out of these murky waters into stable waters through this move as well. I feel like a lot of this is also resurfacing because of, shifting locations and things like that. Ooh. In the immediate past, you have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the one that has the hidden secrets. There's something about hidden secrets that's now being open to you because you are ready. Anything that was hidden from you, you're now able to be able to look at it head on, because you have strengthened your core values. Or as you strengthen your core values, a lot more is being revealed to you through your dream state. This could be something you didn't know about the past, though. Ace of Cups. Having to do with love once again. What's the High Priestess? Show me the High Priestess. Ooh, wow. Yeah. It's definitely connecting here to your bloodline. The more you personally develop your connection to your psyche, your intuition, the smoother you're noticing that things are becoming. Mind, body, and spirit. Definitely in full effect right now for you. Mind, body, and spirit is definitely in full effect. Now, the Page of Pentacles here is giving towards the possible outcome. So you're doing things right now that is connected to what will be coming into your life next, but you may not even realize that this is what you're doing this for. I mean, you do, but exactly what it is, this could be a promotion too. What's the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess in the immediate past? What's the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess? Kavita. Be open to healing information. I just heard you're on the path of a healer or a shaman. The Shallowing Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Tell me more about this here, Fire. You got this here, Caduceus energy. This wand is highly significant. So I feel like you have a star ancestor here that's working with you closely at this time. So things could be speeding up in terms of your healing, in terms of your rebirth. The days that you do your correctives for your back, at least let those be the days that you take an Epsom salt bath. Okay? We have a stargazer here telling you to set your sights higher. Wow. You have an ability that I don't think you're even aware of. You have an ability you're not even aware of. What is this? Aviva? Time out. Whoa, my ear just kind of like got waves. Okay, so waves of time, wavelengths. What? 32. So I feel like you have this ability that you're not aware of when it comes to the depths of the illusion of time. Meaning, there could be moments where you're just, let's say, meditating or having a conversation with self, and you go into like a moment where you're just staring off into a location and you realize you were seeing things moving, but then all of a sudden it pauses. It's something that you have within you that allows you to pause or time travel. So you gotta be careful with that, because then that could also keep you stuck in a particular part of your life or your soul's journey. So this is why it's important for you to trust the wisdom of your body. I just heard you're a torchbearer. That's wild. Yeah. Awaken. You can hop out of time whenever you want to figure things out. You've always had this ability. This may have something to do with your South Node too. Because the fox is here. You have the spirit of the fox around you. Trust your talents in changing times. You're a great teacher, it says here. Get an image of the flower of life and meditate with it by focusing on that symbol right here in the center. Learn from spiritual experiences and let go of the need to be right. Just flow with it. I feel like that's also the moment of the timeout. In order for you, what happens when you are able to let go of the need to be right, you have this like That's So Raven moment, this pause where you can see everything that has happened or everything that has happened to the point to where you're at now, and what you can shift in between that, so that way you can, recalibrate the way your reality looks moving forward. Okay. Certainly in the nest of the manifester right now. Yep, the wise one and the raven. Mm-hmm. Grow within the current situation, and the way to grow within it is to release the old and rest. So that exercise will also help you with releasing, as we mentioned before. Okay. So now let's get some more cards here. What's the possible outcome? Ooh, I could see that. There's a lot happening. You can easily self-sabotage yourself. Just know that with that coming out as a possible outcome, do what you have to do so you don't self-sabotage yourself, because you're calling it in. Okay? But you also have this available to you. What could be making you feel anxious or going through these back and forths with yourself is the fact that you're actually approaching the point of your life that has to do with unconditional love, where your spirit feels free, where there's a balance of the light and the dark. Okay. You've experienced this before within your imagination. This is what you're bringing in to your reality. So to definitely take those salt baths, those Epsom salt baths, especially on the days that you're doing the back correctives that we got you doing, because it'll help release that. And even more so as you're sitting there in your bath and you're letting the water go down. As the water is going down, talk to the water and tell the water everything that is being released is being released from core values that no longer serve me. So let this water release all core values that no longer serve you. So anything that you are in fear about or that keeps you feeling stuck and overwhelmed, talk to that water and tell the water as it's going down the drain that this no longer exists within you. Should do that shit today because it is a Luna day. What's happening next? Two of Pentacles. Okay. This will be a representation of what this could bring into your life. It's possible. But as long as you stay balanced with what you can handle, don't do more than you can handle. Save it for another time. Take it step by step. That was your challenge here, is taking things step by step. Which I feel like you do, because there go a Three of Pentacles that's showing up here. That came through at the bottom of the deck when we saw the Six of Swords pop through. And that speaks of being able to work together in the physical with the divine. Physically working with the divine. There's one you could spiritually work with the divine. Okay, so if you're spiritually working with the divine, this has to do with positions in your chart that are from Libra to Pisces. If you're physically working with the divine, it's energies from Aries to Virgo. So see where that is in your chart. Okay. What's the advice here? Ooh. You at work. You putting in some work here. You are putting in some work here. So the last few energy updates, what this is showing me is that you're using it to personally develop yourself, is why all of these things are starting to rise up for you to handle it and no longer deal with it, okay? Tower card coming up with the advice card. See these moments as opportunities rather than disadvantages, okay? Because it's through these one-on-one partnerships, Libra energy, that you are able to gain wisdom. You're gaining a lot of wisdom through one-on-one partnerships that were very challenging or opposing you or squaring you. Opposition, square, those type of vibes. Tell me more about the Three of Swords here. Tell me more about Three of Swords. Okay, Queen of Cups. This may not even be an issue that you have with the maternal figure as an authority figure in your life. And if it is, then obviously this is, that one-on-one. But then also, this could be something that's a part of your genetic makeup from something of the past that you're clearing out. And this is where that gift of the timeout comes into play. Where I feel like, oh, you saw the bear, but there was still chaos. That's this right here then. Hoo-wee. All right. That's this over here. This is the bear waking up, springtime. The chaos that's happening is more so like, okay, I'm just waking up. It's not fully spring yet, but I'm waking up, which is kind of like right now. So this is like a baby going through the birth canal. You can feel your head being squeezed. Like you can feel all of that. But the way I'm saying you can feel all of that, it's being expressed through an emotion. There goes the Three of Pentacles right there. Let me see something there. What is the soul activation for this? the soul activation for the Sagittarius? What is this? Integrity. Ooh. Okay. So this has to do with, the challenge here is honesty, integrity. The way people view honesty and how they relay that to you, the way it's been relayed to you. But it's not the full 100, basically. So this is given like white lies or lies to protect someone, when actuality, those lies cause the detriment. Okay. Let me know if that resonates with you, but that's just what I'm getting from that. It's like someone not being able to handle a particular journey, so they kept it from you when it wasn't for them to decide what you can handle. Okay. Now, again, because of the way this is coming up with the High Priestess in the immediate past, this could be something that has happened within, the bloodline. And because we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups here, this is mother energy. This could be your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, or father's mother. It's like energy doesn't die. It's transmuted, And we have hope. Yeah, it's like something, or someone was hoping that this wouldn't. It's like someone taking something to their grave. Sacred journey. $17.26. Now, with that being said, this could be you, the reincarnation of you in this lifetime, when Pluto was in Aquarius the last time, which was in the 1700s. Let me see something. Okay, your South Node is Pisces. That makes sense. Yep. And it's in the 7th house. Well, 7th, first house. Yeah, Libra. Okay. You're being prepared for the summertime on some other shit. As far as the houses are concerned, the North Node will be in Aries come July, South Node in Libra. But Aries is the first house, and South Node would be the 7th house as far as Libra is concerned. And you definitely have that energy. So, let me see something. Air awakening and chaos. 1298, 1056 was 1298. December 98. Let me see, 1298 though. Son of evil. What the? Okay. Oh, that could have. So This seems like a sacrifice that was happening in a past life because of this type of work here. Pulling cards and all this other stuff wasn't the norm. People had to hide to do this. So a lot of these energies that you could be feeling, I feel like there was a merge of a very old past life that you reconnected with recently. Has to do with the mother energy, the bear. It says here, be fearless, limitless, and communication. As I put the deck down, be fearless. So you, yeah, let go, limitless. Be fearless, limitless, let go, communication. Something about that movie Limitless also can help you, like movies like Limitless, Lucy, to help you channel through these energies that you're experiencing also. Hold on, love. Is this Libra energy done kicked in? 1 second. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm back. So let me see. And you're the Blue Knight. What else? Oh, you're a generator. Okay, you're a generator. Part of the life force, people who are who are here to lift the energy of the world. Okay. So as you're going through these releases too, eat a lot more fruits that you enjoy. Solar plexus type fruits also, yellow, orange fruits. Okay. Because you also got that in the center of your spread right here. But eat the fruits that are in season. Definitely be mindful of the fruits that are in season. Make sure you're eating what's in season. Okay. Let's see what's in the environment for you. The challenge here is the Seven of Swords. The caution you take to move forward. That's where the overwhelming sensation is coming from for you. It's only because, yeah, you're going through a cocooning stage. Like you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it because you got the Six of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. See, in order for you to go from murky waters into stable water, this transformation is definitely necessary. And you got the Sacred Journey here card with this Kundalini energy showing itself through. So now you're going to be able to really connect to what the legacy is, or what legacy is for you, as you allow that energy to now get to the crown. Because it's been stuck in the basin sacral for a while. feel like for 3 generations, actually. Things are going to be coming in quick to you here. Who's this? Knight of Swords is Gemini, sibling, cousin. Let me see. You can do this on your own. I don't know what that means to you, but that's just what I heard. You can do this on your own. Five of Wands, especially when things are opposing you. Things that are opposing you or squaring you or showing you what you have the ability to do on your own. When I mean on your own, between you and your spirit guides and the infinite creator of all. What else here? The Lovers has to do with the decision regarding soulmates. Then we have the Queen of Wands, which speaks of your life purpose. So this is North Node energy now coming through here. Do what you love to do as far as providing service. That's what they want you to focus on. Focus on the way you want to serve the collective, because you got a North Node in Virgo, right? Just want to make sure. And it's something about your abilities of the past. Pisces energy, imagination, theater. So this is where the movies come in, especially Lucy and Limitless. Whenever you get the chance, check those out. Lucy and Limitless. It'll help with a decision you have to make here for the divine to step in and assist you fully. I mean, the divine is already there, but it's like you ask for something and you back up from it. You ask and then you back up like this. Don't let the circumstances or your environment distract you, because you're on your way to the 10 of Cups, beloved. Hopes and fears, message for Vida. Hopes and fears. We got the 6 of Cups. What about the past? Does the past come with you? No. It'll just have you going backwards. You may want to fix it, but it's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to keep you stuck in between. It's going to keep you indecisive. Yeah, it's going to keep you indecisive and not transforming. Damn. Okay. We got the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles here. What's at the top? The King of Pentacles. That's Taurus energy, though. You are Taurus. King of Pentacles and the Empress. That's you. So it's the divine masculine within you, the action taker, that's having this grand awakening, along with the feminine. But the feminine has learned a great lesson already. Therefore, you have the cup of the Holy Grail already at your possession. Taurus energy, possessions. But what you're going through right now, as far as the transformation, is to stabilize your emotional security. Where is it that you feel secure when it comes to your emotions? Or what is it in your environment that takes you off of you being balanced with it? And what strengthens that more than anything? What strengthens it? What strengthens is the release of what weakens it. What's the outcome here for Vida? The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, love. Slow and steady. Here goes the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, King of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. See, the slow and steady, you don't realize the leap you're about to have. You went from a Page of Pentacles to a Knight of Pentacles. And then you have here this, you're quantum leaping. Something about this timeout. Is there a movie called Timeout? At this point, you know what I mean? Oh shit. That is oh well, there is a movie, but it's not the one that I thought. It's a drama, it's a psychological thriller. Huh. It's about when Vincent is fired from his job, he cannot bring himself to tell his wife and son. Rather than reveal the truth, he spins a web of, see, this is what I'm saying, a lie that's being used to protect, but in reality is causing more pain. So I feel like within your emotions, you're releasing, uh, you're released through your emotions. You're releasing where that has happened when it came to your bloodline, but it's showing up in different ways. Or this could be something that specifically happened. Let me see. A lie to protect. You don't do that either. Okay? Yeah. You don't need to. The more truth you put into the scenario, the smoother your journey is going to be. So it's time for you to be, I just heard brutally honest, but it's not that you're being a brutal person. It's just the truth. And you got to set yourself free. Now that we know that, here's your final message. Final message for Vida. Don't ignore your intuition. So all of these things, especially when you become overwhelmed, it forces you to, it's basically the body asking you, has over asked you to connect with the intuition, you know? I definitely was honest as fuck the other day when I caught myself telling the white lie. I was like, nah, it's not there yet. Because you want to protect people's feelings, but that's usually not reciprocated, and it's okay. But the quicker, we realize that that's not being reciprocated, where you may want to protect somebody, but they give two fucks about protecting you. When they got to say what they got to say, they just say it. So we got to take heed and answer that call. But yeah, love, I think you got that. Answer the call. Take heed, honey. Yeah. The more honest you are, you can release it, let it go, and it's, yeah, let the enemy know it's done with. How anyone feels after that, hey. It's either that you say the truth. You got three options. The white lie. 2, tell the truth. 3, stay silent. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that was definitely a beautiful message for sure. I appreciate you, my love. But yeah, y'all. 2, 3, 4. So that's the message, honey. That's y'all message. I'm gonna give y'all one more card to close this out. I'll be back on later, possibly, but I'll be taking more energy updates. Just pay attention to the pin. If I have a pin note, just to let you know, because I would love to do that later, but I always go with the energy. Okay, that's why I was like, if she's here, I'll do hers now. What's the final message? That's one thing I know about my human design and the way I respond to things. And this is why I am the way I am. Because I can say yes 1 minute and I can say no the next. But I'm being mindful that I'm in a position to be there, fully, presently be there, That's where that human design comes in for real, for real. And we got this word hope. Hope what, man? You're going to re-energize. Somebody in here probably said that. They're like, no, you'll be back, you'll re-energize. I hope you re-energize. I love you too. We'll see. But go and re-energize, okay? Especially if you're in this position of hope. It's time for you to turn that hope into faith. And faith means that you're going to go about your day knowing that whatever it is that you ask for is on its way to you. See, hope is going about your day and still wondering if it's going to happen. When you have faith, you go about your day and you're chilling, and then, oh my gosh, there goes it. I was at that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, let's your message. Harlem shaking one more time. Okay, no, not really. Anyway, I want to see you later. Let me